What's up, everyone? It's Alex checking in. Already making some pretty good progress on my way from Iowa up to the twins' place. I mean the twins and RJ there. And then we're gonna pack up the ice castle and the truck with all the stuff that I have in the trunk of my car. And then we're gonna hit the road, hopefully wheels rolling by midnight tonight, so that we can get up there Saturday morning for our week-long ice fishing trip on Lake of the Woods, the walleye capital of the world. So I'm looking forward to it. Right now it's 37 degrees in northern Iowa. It's 5 o'clock on Friday, but it's gonna get a lot colder and a lot later as this video goes on. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun week.
We are headed out from our home in Austin out to the beautiful Lake of the Woods. It's currently 60 degrees out, and apparently it's going to be negative 30 where we're going. So here we go.
All right, guys, we got another check-in. It is 1 a.m. Making our first stop. Make sure the shack's still attached to the truck. That's big. RJ. He's in the truck. He's looking good.
I'm keeping them warm in here.
We got low teen temperatures.
Feels like -5.
We'll stop in Moose Lake and we'll see you there. Well, guys, we've made it. We've arrived.
Oh yeah. Finally. I think everyone's a little tired.
It is about 7:30 that next morning. We got it all geared up. We're gonna drive out to the spot. And what's the air temp at? Like negative
6 is last
negative
time I
6
saw
is
the
less
truck.
than. All right, that's pretty good.
-6 feels like -24.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
I think Adrian's road's out to about 9 miles. We're probably gonna head straight to the end and look for fresh ice.
Yep.
Two?
22.
22 inches, boys. Thunder.
Wow.
Boom.
Oh.
That's how we come to Lake of the Woods.
Watch that dead stick. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Okay, dead stick is being watched by the eyes of America. I'm watching dead stick.
You brought 2 jackets?
Wow.
Me?
Fish number 1 of the trip, boys. Second fish of the trip. That is 2 on the Northland Tackle, Rattling Puppet Minnow. If you guys saw my bait review, I said giant presentations catch every type of fish, and this is proof of that. Sometimes when it's cold, they just key in on these bigger presentations. It's just like a big, easy meal. We're gonna get scare release.
Can I say at the end of Adrian's road?
Oh yeah.
What's the
17 on the nose.
Nice. So I missed the hook set on it, but
Little sloppy of a hook set, but landed this nice 17-inch walleye.
what was it on, Gavin?
It's like a 1/24th Acme bait. I don't know the exact name, but it's
Let's
a
see what
small
this
little
thing
guy.
is.
Spade blade.
He is swallowing it slowly.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Look at that thing, guys. Look at that.
like a perch bait.
17-inch. That's dinner.
Great dead stick.
Woohoo!
Hold on, these dead sticks might be about to get hit.
Mine.
Dude, there's a lot of fish on the ground.
Oh.
Big ones too.
Did you hear that, guys?
We're locked in.
It's a pretty good midday update. I'm watching.
Oh, nice
Oh.
one, dude. Come on, pull it back.
I'm watching dead sticks.
I'm jigging.
Oh.
Hammer. Oh, what is that drag? Back down, back down. What's on here?
Maybe nothing now?
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna break this thing free. Now we're gonna see if we can pull it. but maybe not tiny. We'll see. Oh, nice! Look at that. Check the eyes. That is a 14-inch fish. Sauger. So we're gonna keep it. That's a good eater. Tip-up fishing at Lake of the Woods. Not done much. Again, get back in. All right, guys. So it's day one. We haven't gotten any of the big cameras rolling. So most of the footage from today has been on the good old trusty iPhone. But it's been a pretty good day. Check the clicker. 23 fish. How many of those were keepers? Probably like
Maybe 7.
7 or 8. Caught a 30-inch pike. Gavin's blood is in the corner, so that's how you know the tip-up bite is hot.
Paid the price.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the wounds. Yep.
2 tip-ups, both went off within an hour. That's pretty good.
What's been the bait that's doing it today? Like
Dead stick. I think dead sticks have been pretty key, but they've been pretty aggressive on the jigging bite too.
they come in.
Jigging minnow, puppet.
Yeah.
There's like different groups, right? Because like some pods will come in super aggressive. Like that's what we're rallying from right now, where we'll have like literally all our lines out of the water, and then a couple tip-ups, and then another set of group will be like pretty slow, quiet, but you can kind of pick 1 or 2 off on like a dead stick or maybe the rattling puppet minnow. So today's been pretty solid. It's cold out. Air temps are like -9 degrees Fahrenheit out, and pressure is rising right now. So we'll keep you updated as the day progresses. We're trying to catch some for dinner at Adrian's Road. See ya. Well, game plan. We wrapped up today
It was
with
a long day.
43 on the counter, which was honestly a lot better than I thought day one was going to be.
We're hoping 30 in 2 days.
30 in 2 days, and we got 43 in the one. And then, let's see if I can flip this around. I can't, but
Wow, look at our snowbank.
we got a pretty good cooler full of keepers. We got about 10 keepers, good mix of walleye and sauger. And we're going to go in and fillet those, cook them up for dinner. Gavin was a champ. He drove through the night, so he's a little tired. We all are, but it's actually a solid first day. So we'll catch you at dinner.
Oh, sorry. I got mac and cheese.
Camera eats first.
How is it, RJ? Once you turn his head. Well, everyone, it's the end of day one. I'm in the hammock. Gus is in his hammock. Gavin's woken up to say hi. We've been up for, I don't know, about 24 straight hours. Well, more than that. And we caught a bunch of fish today. Had dinner. They were tasty. Moved the shack. Just once. We found our spot right away. Set up. Now we're ready to go in the morning. Stay tuned.
Well, there's fish on.
Whoa.
Oh, wow,
Okay,
that's a good one.
Here we go.
I'm going for your eye. I think he might be on. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah. Does he?
Nice. Good hook set out of Al. He's redeemed himself after
Really
that
did.
prior
Woo!
performance.
Listen, I have a program. I gotta get them up to the hole.
Guys, while I'm filming this, I'm jigging with the other hand.
That's called good fishing right there.
This is what
Oh yeah,
feet-
Not a huge guy.
I'm a huge guy. You know, if you were looking to catch and cook your meal,
This
out at
probably
Adrian's.
would not be it.
this is not what you're going for. But it's the right species. Decent walleye, probably about 12 and a half, 13 inches.
Another one down there.
But a lot of these are going right now, so we'll get you on the next one. So I'll just add this to the tally. And we have a clicker going. RJ, what does that say?
48, baby.
48.
Al's on fire. He's all the fish.
Yeah.
I've had a good day so
Goal
far.
for today, 86. Total.
Yep. So we'll keep you updated on the counter. Right now we're at 40, 48? 48. Well, everyone, welcome to the bathroom. This is actually what our bathroom looks like when we are ice camping here on Lake of the Woods. It's just like a little pullover. It's like a 2-seater. You've probably seen these before. Just enough space. We've got a little heater going. And then the toilet is actually just a 5-gallon bucket, like lined with a bag. Now you can get pretty fancy with your toilets if you want that luxury. We keep it pretty simple and try not to go to the bathroom as often as you do on land. So this is what it looks like. Again, pretty easy, pretty rustic. Anyone can do this if you have like just a pullover and a little heater. So that's what we do, but it works for us. So, all right, that was that part of the tour.
Hey, crime.
Oh.
Look alive, Gus. We got a traitor in our midst.
Where did he go though? He's definitely on that.
Oh, I was gonna say.
And hindsight. Boom.
Wow, I was trying to get minnow water. Oh, this is a decent one. It feels good.
Could be probably a walleye or
Good
a
head
pike,
shakes.
right?
Good head shakes. Just working his way up. I'm always as nervous at the hole, but I'm just.
You're doing great.
Come on, dude.
This is a good fish.
Oh, nice.
Come on, dude.
Let's see what he is. Burb.
Yeah, what is this thing?
Head shakes.
Oh, it's a nice
Oh, nice
walleye.
walleye.
It's a really nice one.
Woohoo! Nice, RJ.
Yup. That's why we get that whole cover on right away, boys.
Boom.
Did you kick that on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
RJ killed it. Beautiful, RJ. All right, here we go. Let's give the folks at home
That's a good one.
a little glance. Look at this guy, guys. He's got a little warts or something on him.
Warty.
Here, you can bump him over there.
He's warty. So that's
a good one.
That looks like a nice one. Everybody place your bets. I'm thinking 19.
Unhooked. That was not
19. I'm going 18 and a half. Gus?
I'm going.
Ooh,
Oh,
18.
he's 19. He's 19.
What?
He's
Well,
19.
that is at 19. 19. He's there.
All right, we'll give him 19. But that's a keeper for us.
That's a nice fish.
It is a nice fish.
Good work, Gus.
What did he come on? Just a dead stick, Gus?
Yeah. Just treble hook
Yep.
and shiner.
Nice.
So we're noticing that these walleye have been coming in a lot more aggressive, and these bigger ones just kind of come in and eat, which is nice. We're working a lot harder for a small sauger than we are for these nice keeper walleye.
Which is exciting.
See you guys the next fish.
Big fish.
I mean,
Dude, it's still bigger than like every single one I've caught today.
Can you open your bail, Gus, so you can take mine?
where's the cover?
That one was on the micro rip and wrap in a perch color.
And
Perch?
these- okay, actually, I want to talk to the camera about this. This has been interesting, guys. So, this is the bait that it came on.
My bail, if you can't really open this.
It's pretty fair. Okay,
We have plenty of line.
that's the bait it came on. Like RJ was saying, it's a micro whip and wrap. But what's happening is like Gus is dead sticking this, and they're like coming in on it, and he secures the deal. But they're really attracted to just a dead stick rip and wrap, which is kind of unorthodox in my mind, at least.
We've caught quite a few fish in the dead stick rip and wrap in the past. It's definitely weird. Not even a head on there, was there? Or-
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm sure we'll see a couple this trip. There's a couple trenches on the right there. I feel like every year we see... When you see a burbot, it's like 4 squares.
Right. Does
Like-
your rip and wrap glow, Gus?
No.
No.
It's UV bright, Al.
Well, shoot, I might put this thing in there.
That's basically the exact same thing, but bigger.
Exactly.
Our crew's real big, and it keeps getting bigger.
Well, they seem a little more active, so I just wanted something that
No,
rattled.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's that.
Hey, Gavin.
Yeah.
Could I have you replace the... Oh, RJ's filming. Wow.
Boom.
We actually got a hook set on camera here.
That's a
This is
decent
feels
one.
okay. This might be my biggest of the morning, so we could be cracking that 13-inch mark, which is a pretty big number for me. So we'll see.
Want me to give you a little alley-oop here? Oh, wow. RJ. RJ!
Oh, it looks like a 13. I don't know, maybe.
Could be a 4.
Maybe a 13.
Oh, that has good
Look
points.
at that. That's a big deal for RJ.
This might be RJ's
keeper.
second keeper of the trip. Can I get the pliers?
That's a 14-inch sauger.
I think so, yeah.
There you go. 14-inch sauger.
So I don't know if you guys were able to catch the hook set, but with these dead sticks, I like to let him eat it for, you know, I see the rod go down, let him eat it for a couple seconds, pick it up, feel their weight, and then go for a decent hook set on him, even with the treble hook. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like 15.
That's a sauger keeper right there.
Let's see here. I think it'll go 15. No, it won't.
14 inch and
14 and change. 14 and 3/4.
Nice.
Not bad. We'll keep this guy.
That's a good sauger keeper out here on Lake of the Woods, big time.
Bump him. Number 64.
So, number 64,
Can't really tell what's going on.
I make this mark, and it was at 14 and 3/4. So that's our process. We're keeping it.
Alrighty, guys. I'm fishing with the Northland Tackle Rattling Puppet Minnow
On Adrian's Road.
on Adrian's Road. This feels like a good fish.
Right there.
I think it's a walleye. He's head shaking a lot. He's getting close. He could actually be a walleye.
5 feet.
He's not a pike.
He's not a pike.
Oh,
He's
it's a good walleye.
It's a good walleye. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Critical point. Get the head.
Go. Come on, get your head low.
That is a nice one, boys.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, he got
Get him.
I got him.
Wow, he's not even that nice.
I mean, that's good.
No. I was hoping for like a slap.
Alright, so there's that rattling puppet minnow. Boom.
Perch color. Once I switched to perch, I started catching more fish.
Look at that. That's a
That's
beautiful
a nice
walleye.
fish.
They also are hitting the perch.
We're gonna bump him?
Yep.
I think he'll be close to 20. Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
Wow.
That's a. There you go, all the way in.
18.
Oh, Gus, look left.
Wow.
Is he on?
Go over there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, switch to the Gus cam.
Nice.
Boom!
Live scope.
Dude, that looks like a monster on live scope. What's going on?
That would feel huge.
He doesn't feel you.
You want?
There was another one down there. That's a good
Yes,
one.
I can. It's a tiny
This
bit.
is
Tiny! What the heck?
Well, to be,
Big though.
Yeah, you got
So we
it.
I said-
can't keep them.
I told you it didn't feel
Can't keep
huge.
Oh darn, we can't keep.
How did I
that
do this?
It's going to the cooler.
What the heck?
We'll touch it.
Yeah, do not touch the riffle wrap, guys.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, that is.
Does it look just?
He ate it! You feel it? No, it doesn't. He does. Oh my god, bro. That should be a
No, just
photo.
put it in the corner.
The corner. This
Yeah.
corner right here.
Like next to my
I'm gonna
boots
put
and
it
in that corner. I don't think it's used. That's right. No, lean it against there.
I can't believe it. It's so weird.
I mean, it's not horrible.
Is it a walleye?
Yeah, it's a walleye. You can show the camera. Where'd the thing come from? Oh, it's just built in there.
It's like a 15er.
All right. Well, here's what was dead sticked. Again, we've showed you this before.
That's weird.
Again, we've showed you this before, but yeah, Gus is not moving it. As a matter of fact,
If you move it, they actually go away.
yeah,
so.
do not move it.
Alright, guys, we're getting cleaned up for the day here at Lake of the Woods. The bite kind of dies around 4 or 5 o'clock. The best advice I ever got for this lake was, once it gets dark, go to the bar. So we're going to kind of follow that advice. Go have some of our fish we caught. We're actually marking a decent fish right here. This is what we've been doing all day. Just picking off these fish we see here on Live Scope. And we ended the day with a total of a little over 45 fish, bringing our total counter here to 89. So we're having a pretty good first 2 days at the lake. I think we caught 4 or 5 fish over 17 inches today. All walleyes. All walleyes and sauger today. No pike, no crappie, no perch, no bonus fish. But that's fine. That's what we're here to catch. So yeah, if you guys do want to come fish Lake of the Woods, I recommend Adrian's Road. They do a great job just keeping it plowed, getting you on fresh ice every day. So recommend we check that out. And thank you to Adrian for helping us out with our road passes this trip. It was super nice. We've been going out on their road for 5 years now, and I wouldn't go on any other one. So
Good morning, good evening from the shack. We're Team Shack. It's Alex, Gus.
It's currently 7:35. We woke up at 5 with our propane running out.
Oh yeah.
And then we sent Team
Propane?
Heroes to go get more propane.
They graciously, we were in the hammocks, so we really feel the temperature swings
Yeah, we're cold.
a lot quicker than Team Beds.
We learned that 53 degrees is the key temp for waking up if it's cold out.
In the hammocks.
So they went and got propane. We started the generator and we brought a little backup electric heater here.
I'll also show it to you.
So that's nice. It kept around 60 degrees. Now our generator died.
So this is the generator that we normally run. We can either go generator power or battery power. So we've got what, 2 12-volt batteries that we alternate to power the entire shack. So like the lights
and fans and stuff.
I mean Garmin, live scope eventually.
So now we're just running the buddy heater to keep the edge.
Oh, so we also forgot to tell you that generator kicked out at around 7:20, and we don't know. It's probably fine. We'll figure it out. But it's cold outside, and things just don't work very well when it's negative 22 degrees air temp. But like I said, we got the little buddy heater. We're keeping around 60 degrees in here, so we're surviving. We'll hopefully get lines in the water for Team Propane, and they'll come into a haug. So, good start to day 3. All right, what just happened, guys?
Well, we're setting up lines. Oh, that's a good mark.
Boom, 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 boom.
So
it's like 8:15. We got lines in. 15 minutes behind when we told Propane team.
We wanted to go a little earlier, but this is the same time we got set up
So this is the first fish of the morning.
yesterday.
Gus is gonna free him.
Not bad.
Nothing to write
12?
home about. Yeah, 12-incher.
There you go.
Good start to the day.
Oh. There you go.
So I've got this applesauce here. Now I'm gonna fold the top into a spoon.
Wow, Gavin looks like a dead body that we kept back there.
Look at that. Perfect. This is a neat trick for when you just want to save on spoons, but still enjoy some applesauce.
How was the sauce?
It's great.
34 feet of water. Having fun.
Just a little Norse carrot angle here. A little snack for the boys in the shack. Cheers. Onion ranch.
So we drilled these holes out last night, but as you can probably predict, they freeze overnight. So we're just opening up each of these 6 holes. We've got these nice hole covers, so to try and keep most of the heat in overnight. All right, guys, now let's talk about our heating system a little bit. So we have 3 redundant heating systems, which I think are super important when it's like negative 25 degrees outside. So our first and our main one that we definitely need to keep going is this bad boy. Boom. So we consulted with an HVAC guy and then built this unit here. There's 2 main outlets of heat. Here's the intake, and this is right under the first bunk. So definitely very nice. We can keep this shack easily at like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This heater is 20,000 BTUs. We talked to an HVAC guy, and this is kind of the setup. It's definitely our main setup that we want going. We can easily keep the shack at 70 degrees Fahrenheit with this unit. Now, we have generator power and we have battery power. So the batteries that we're running are 12-volt batteries. They're deep cycle. We alternate the use of batteries. So at night, we like to run on battery power. Now, your batteries die, okay. So then we switch to the next battery, right? That's basically the program we run here. When we're running the generator, we have the chargers for the batteries. So you charge the battery, you're not using. Okay, that makes sense. But let's say the propane gets cold outside, or you're low on propane, right? And this heater gets knocked down, or your regulator freezes. These are all hypotheticals. This never happens to us, but let's say it does. Our second source of heating is a little electric heater. Boom. So again, that would just run on the generator or the batteries. And this one's actually really important. If we can go full tilt on this one while we're trying to fix our main heater, then we can keep the shack at about like 58 degrees Fahrenheit with this guy. So that's super nice. I'm gonna put this back. This is actually where it belongs, right underneath the bed. And then our third source of heat, which is super important, is just a regular like little buddy propane heater. That's right now in the bathroom, which we'll show you later. That's outside. But if we have that going full, that can keep it at like 61, 62 degrees. So having that redundant heat, I think, is super important for safety, especially as you're out here in the cold. All right, folks, it's breakfast time out here on the ice. We've got a wide swath of options for breakfast. Option number one are these Jimmy Dean Delights breakfast wraps. They are turkey, sausage, and veggie. We're not sponsored by Jimmy Dean's, but we basically are at this point. The other option is the Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich. And yep, that's what it looks like frozen. How do we cook these things? Well, on the ice, we've got this very nice, practical microwave. Small, yes.
Which is ideal.
Doesn't take up a lot of space. This is the kitchen area of the shack. The other thing that we have that we could use to cook is a little Coleman, like a propane Coleman. We haven't yet fired it up, but we might this afternoon to cook some walleye. Not sure yet, but those are our main cooking methods. A lot of frozen foods. We've got Southwest chicken taquitos. Those were good last night. And then, is this the mac and cheese?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was good. So we're gonna warm these up and have a little breakfast. Oh yeah. Are you a hot burrito guy or a let cool burrito guy?
Oh, I'm a hot burrito enjoyer.
Oh.
Wow, Al's Mexican Eats. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing we're gonna talk about while ice camping is you don't wanna be driving back every night to get a dozen shiners or a dozen fatheads. You can't do that. So, what we have here is Gus's bait holding system. So it is basically a clear, waterproof quote-unquote tub. It's got a bubbler here that we keep plugged in so that at all times our bait has air flowing to it. Then what Gus did this year is you can see there's some mason jars in there. Yep, he's shining the light. Now that is key because if you keep the bubbler going all the times, then your bait is gonna have to work against the current constantly, so they can actually go in the jars. See, you see a couple of them in the jars? They're actually taking a break. That lets them rest, rejuvenate, and then they can come back out for oxygen. We haven't had nearly any bait die on us, so it's a good way to keep your bait alive. And actually, Gavin made a good video on how to make that bait well, so I'll probably link that down in the description. Check it out. All right, it's dinner time out on the ice. Very windy. Gus has got ingredient number one. You guessed it, it's fish. I'm getting ingredient number two, which is butter. Let's move along to the kitchen now. This is the kitchen. It also doubles as the bathroom. But take a look at this setup, guys. So this is like a nice little pullover that we have. A little buddy heater, and then a Coleman propane stove. Gus is gonna pop on in. Welcome, Gus.
Oh, there's a table. We're not melting the table, really. Can we melt anything in this frigid temperature?
I don't know. Probably. You can melt some butter.
Snip the plastic. Is this extended?
Let's open up the windows here.
That's a good job. Should close those. Got good lighting.
Oh. Yeah, there's ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2, and you're waiting for ingredient number 3. Boom. Okay, so Gus took the first piece off, and I get the honors of taste testing it. Man, the Doritos give it a nice crunch, and the Lowry salt gives it like a blast of flavor. Gus did a great job. That's about as fresh as it gets, so I'm super happy with it.
Alrighty guys, so we're sampling walleye 2 ways. First, we have this nice stuff that's cooked by Al. Second way is my heater walleye. It's got to warm up a bit, takes a little longer. It's more of a slow cooking process, but let's try this stuff first before mine gets done. Wow, that is really good. You can't beat fresh fish we caught today or yesterday on the ice. Perfect.
Alrighty, Roo guys. So now it is nighttime in the shack. RJ, me, and Gavin are in here. We're giving it our best bet. The bite definitely slows down at night, so this is
down. You will not catch fish after dark.
Now Gavin showed me a video from last year of RJ hooking into a big one at 10:48. Yeah, 10:48. So the local time is 10:01 p.m. So RJ is gonna be jigging for at least 45 more minutes.
I was back when I was a young man.
But let's talk a little bit about bedtime routine. We definitely listen to some music, so that's what you just heard there. But RJ gets the bottom bunk. Gavin gets the top bunk. Is there anything special? I mean, the top bunk's a little bit wider, a little bit harder to get up into, a little bit harder to get down from. Why is RJ the bottom bunk?
Well, bottom bunk is the elite bunk for sleeping.
It is. It's good. It's right above the heater. He stays nice and warm. Easy to get in and out. But the con is he's above the batteries. He's above the heater. So it's an access point that he's got to move in and out.
A lot of times I'll be sleeping and people are reaching under me trying to fix problems with the shack.
Little feels
But
left
I can
and right.
sleep through our catastrophic heater failures.
Yep, that's good. Now you're probably asking yourself, where do I sleep? That's a good question. I sleep here in the air. So this hammock actually gets unraveled. Boop! Hangs over there. Now, pros, I'm in a hammock. I'm swinging. I'm like rocking like a little baby. I have good sleep. Cons, it's right by the door, and there's definitely a leak right here. Now we may have fixed that issue actually. And this is a lot better. So I get a little cold draft. I can make it down to about 53 degrees. That's when I start noticing it's cold. And then Gus, the 4th member of the crew, he sleeps here in this airspace. Boop. And this is his hammock that gets unraveled. So yeah, we're getting there. We'll brush our teeth. Gavin's gonna warm up some soup, and we'll probably call it a night.
Don't get out yet while he's looking at this. I don't want to like change his focus, but
You can use this hole.
got it. The 9 o'clock bite. It's a small.
9 o'clock. This is 10:42.
Oh, the prophecy!
I told you.
What's going on?
I can't. He's stuck on the ice.
What?
He's gone.
No.
That's heartbreaking.
This is
This is
exactly what
like
happened.
The prophecy.
The prophecy.
What's this prophecy?
You guys, we've repeated history.
9
Light-
o'clock every night. Or
No.
11 o'clock.
11
No.
o'clock. 10:42.
Lightning ended up striking twice, guys.
What happened?
Well, guys, that's a great way to end
That's it.
a day ice camping up here at Lake of the Woods. Maybe he is, maybe he is, maybe
Pretty
he
sure
is.
he was on here.
But he went past me to the ripping wrap.
Jig the ripping wrap. Oh, he's on the ripping wrap. Wow, I just slurped it. Got him?
Yeah. First fish of the morning.
Starting to bite here at around 8:30 on Lake of the Woods. It's currently at 8:26. Once you get a little bit of light, this fish starts to turn on. Gus with the scoop.
On the dead stick ripping wrap. It's been a weird technique that we kind of discovered. It's super small, and I didn't move that ripping wrap at all. It just stayed like 2 feet off bottom, and he just slurped it up.
Nice catch.
Day 5, that is the 200th fish. We're real proud of it.
Good work, Gus. This is easy fish. Like, it's pretty big. Alrighty guys, we're here. We'll see. I got this guy up halfway in the column. He's getting close. I think it's a decent walleye. Oh, yep, he is.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Wow.
That's good, Walter.
Well, I don't usually pull drag, but when they do,
Well, that mark didn't look that special.
I mean, it looked decent.
Like decent.
That's a good mark.
It was a good mark, but we've been tricked before.
No, he's really fighting him at the hole.
That's pretty light.
Wanna grab the camera?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Oh, yep, here he is. Boom. Boom, the scoop. Nice. What a toad to start off with.
That's a solid walleye.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
We're gonna get this bump super quick because this is gonna determine a lot for us.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Slide.
slide.
Boom.
That's like a 20 1/4.
That's a beautiful
That's
fish.
a nice walleye. So up here on Lake of the Woods, our slot is 19.5 to 28. So we're gonna get this guy unpinned.
He smoked it.
He smoked this puppet.
That's
Since that guy was in the slot, we're gonna get him right back. Scared my other one away.
Gus, what is going on over there?
I don't know.
The low drag.
This is like your lake trout.
The low drag master is
It's
back.
a huge house.
I have no idea how big it is.
We have no frame of reference. Oh yeah, that's a
Wow,
good play.
that's what we're pulling drag for.
That was like,
Wait,
that was,
Al, you should actually land that. That could be a keeper for
that was a huge mark.
Is it a sauger?
Yeah. Nah, it's not a keeper.
He loved it, even though I know it's bad.
Yeah, let's see it. Alrighty guys, little sauger there.
He's really holding on tight.
Gus is not wanting to show us the bait. Let me see it, Gus. Chicken the minnow.
Rattles.
It's pretty good. How
That's
big,
a
Al?
sauger. This is just a rough
Rough bump. We'll get him back down. I'm
bump.
going 13. Wow, that's a dink.
Rough bump. 13.
Oh, never mind. 13. Alrighty guys, we're gonna get a little click. That's 228 for the trip. We're looking for 300 today. Got a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Alright guys. Not 10 seconds after that prior fish, Al's hooked up. Looks like a giant. Look at that bend in his rod. Parabolic.
So petty.
This could be the biggest fish of the trip. That's why I'm helping him out landing. Oh.
Ow.
Believe it or not, he's rocking pretty much the exact same setup. So,
Except for under a disco LED light.
so you can tell that's been working for us.
Alright guys, we're coming to the end of day 5. We came in to Sportsman's Lodge, got some food. They cooked up our walleye for us. RJ got an order of cheese curds, burgers, and the walleye that we caught. So we're gonna give them a try. See what we got. It's good stuff.
How's it compared to like lobster?
It's the same light texture.
Similar?
Yeah. Like,
Just give it a 10.
great texture. Honestly, a little bit more like salt flavor too.
That's good.
Good stuff. So we're gonna polish this off and get back to the shack later tonight. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down like what we use. Rods, reels, line, lures, what depth we're fishing in, and how we're catching these walleyes.
I don't even think I have him.
What?
Wow.
This is a possible contender.
Did it hit it?
Oh, it's slow.
That might be a new mark, RJ. Bump that.
All right, guys. So welcome to day 6. We had one fish before 8 o'clock. It's 8:15 now, and RJ reeled in this absolute behemoth of a walleye.
Check that guy out.
Is it a walleye? I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
No.
Just past. Here, let me show you. Just past the smallest mark of the trip.
Ooh,
We'll have to
RJ
get-
has a leaderboard for all 3 smallest.
I do. I'm correct.
There he goes.
All right, what is up, guys? I'm RJ. I'm out here fishing the Northland Tackle Rattling Pup and Minnow. I like to rig it with a head on both that bottom hook and a tail on that back hook. You just take one minnow, pinch it in half. That's what we got. I'm fishing it in this kind of perchy fire tiger color. I like a lot of the Rattling Pup and Minnow colors, but my top 3 are probably perch, gold, and pink. But so as far as rods and line, we have the Wicked medium combo. So we're rocking the Wicked reel and the Wicked 28-inch medium here. And as far as line goes, there's 2 key things here. So we're using this ice braid. This is 8-pound ice braid. I think this is the equivalent diameter of 2-pound monofilament. Let's see here. This isn't exactly what I'm using yet, but. And then another critical thing here that I like to recommend people do when you're fishing with these minnow type baits is include a swivel in your line. You can use that as kind of a gap between your leader, or you can even attach it right to the top of your bait if you have a split ring. In this case, I don't, but these baits with that tail on there, like think about like the tiki minnow or any of those other baits like the jig and wrap, they move in wide circles under your hull, and that can spin up your line pretty bad. Now that's my jigging rod, and I've caught a lot of fish on this trip, including a nice slot walleye. But here is my dead stick. Now, Gus has a much more traditional dead stick than me. Here I'm rocking the 1/24 ounce Acme Castmaster. What we've done here is increase the size of the treble hook, because the one it comes with is pretty small. And then we just tip it with a fat head. Now, the Castmaster, a lot of people might think, oh, it's casting bait, it's whatever, for trout. Literally, we just put this down here. This fat head is alive, and he kicks down there for you. And that spoon, which also glows, just gives that little extra bit of action. And that weight is just enough to keep it kind of pinned down there. So those fish see that little fat head swimming around there. He's helpless. He can't go anywhere. He eats him. Now, as far as the rod, this is the Elliott rod. I believe it's the same one Gus is using. Has that soft tip, which makes it really good for dead sticking. Fish can grab it, pull on, and it's kind of the same effect as you would get from a bobber, where the fish can take it down and they don't feel the weight of the rod until I set the hook on them. But when you have a softer rod like this, you want to make sure to give it a pretty big hook set, because that first inch or 2, you're not really going anywhere due to that soft tip. Now, as far as line, we're rocking the 8-pound ice braid, which I'll show you guys here. Now, this is also a 2-pound mono equivalent. I really like ice braid. My only caveat is you can't fish it outside. If you're fishing in sub-zero temperatures, this ice braid just catches that water on there and freezes up really bad. It'll get caught in your reel. It'll be anywhere. But inside the shack, total game changer. Makes your hook sets amazing. And we're going straight to that 6-pound Suffix Ice Magic leader line here. Really like this stuff. I don't know how much the leader makes a difference, but I would never fish stripe braid, so I recommend you guys check that stuff out. Let's get back to fishing. All right, you guys. So that 1/24 ounce Castmaster I just showed you, here's a fish on it. That's that exact same fat head that we just looked at, and that exact same rod. So that upgraded treble hook, I like to let him eat it for a little bit, even with the upgraded treble hook, because it's still a decent sized presentation. But yeah, as you can see right there on the top lip, that bait. Now I'm just gonna give it a little more glow with the UV light and put it back down. So here's that dead stick we just showed you guys earlier right here with that Rapala spoon. As you can see, he just demolished it way down in there. Just remember, that tiny spoon doesn't mean they're only fishing for small fish. This is a perfect keeper here for us on Lake of the Woods. I think he'll probably go 16, maybe even 17 inches. So we're gonna keep this guy. All right, you're gonna get a quick measurement on this guy. He's a little bloody, but we're keeping him, so that's fine. I think he's looking right around 16 and a half. Really solid keeper for us here. So for walleye, we're looking for 15 and up. This guy's gonna do it.
All right, I'm Gus. We've been catching a lot of fish up at Lake of the Woods, and this is what I've been using. So let's start with the most simple, time-tested bait. It's jigging a minnow, just tip with the fat head through the mouth. I make sure to put it on the keeper hook on the bottom so it stays on nice and tight. And then this one's a little special because it has a nice rattle. So that's what I've been using on a nice medium weight rod with just a simple spinning reel with some braids so it doesn't get all twisted when it goes down. I also like to use a leader that's 6 to 8 pounds. that's generally the theme for all of these. Next, this has been a fun one. We like to use rip and wraps because they're loud. And this is a little smaller one, so it's actually been touching a lot of tulipy, smaller sauger, and walleye. Won't hesitate just to smoke it. Same thing, leader. This is actually using a Black Betty, which is a nice reel. Not my preferred for this application, but it'll be good for panfish. Finally, we got the classic dead stick. So you just got treble hook and a fat head, real natural presentation, with just 2 split shots to make sure it gets down quick if you're in 30 feet of water, so you don't want to waste time having it drop. I would have a longer leader, but we've been using a lot over the trip, so it's a little short. Same thing, ice sprayed. And this is a nice dead sticking rod because it has a nice soft tip, so when it's in the holder, you'll see it'll start pulling on it, and then you can react appropriately before the fish knows. Well, we know, so then we can be on the top of the fish. So that's what I'm using. It's been working pretty well. A lot of big fish, a lot of numbers. So hopefully that helps.
Wow, the dead stick.
Nice. What do we got on there, Al?
Don't know yet. This is a weird dragging one. Could be anything.
What's the bait?
Well, this is the rip and wrap.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, do you want to take my phone? Eventually.
Yeah, okay. Put it back down, put it back down.
Okay. Alright, so this fish we caught on that little micro rip and wrap that Gus was showing you about. He actually went for the bottom hook, which is sometimes surprising for this little guy. You know, it's just a sauger. Nothing to write home about, but the bait works, and hopefully there'll be a bigger one on it.
Hi, I'm Gavin, and my favorite setups to use on Lake of the Woods are the tip up and then the spade bait. The reason why we're running tip ups this year is we had 4 guys in the shack. It's a great opportunity to get outside, make your spread a little bit bigger, and then get some, you know, big fat heads or shiners for those walleye that roll through. I like to do just a nice smaller treble hook, 8-pound leader, and then 16 inches away I do like a 1/4 ounce split shot. Just that way, we want natural movement, natural presentation. That's what I'm targeting on the tip ups. Because in our shack, we're throwing crazy baits, you know, glowing, rattling, gliding, all that stuff. So that's why I like to go natural outside. And then on the inside, when I'm inside jigging, I like to do on a medium rod, this nice little spade blade, I should say. We updated the treble hook. It's perch colored and it rattles. Great action, really attracts the fish.
Oh man, I come to you in a somber moment with
Very
Nickelback
somber.
playing in the background. We have our Mountain Dews.
Where's your Mountain Dew?
Right there.
Oh,
Oh, we'll go ahead and grab them.
we can't have dads out there D-skis.
Last night of the trip.
We're gonna induce the night bite. Cheers.
All right, we got to make it till what, 2 a.m. tonight
2 a.m.
for our burbot.
There's nothing better than ice cold biscuit.
We're getting a bourbon.
So hopefully that's the next clip you cut to. If not, it'll be some like artsy transition, like as we
maybe
leave.
The shack moving or
Maybe
something.
the shack moving, but hopefully it's a burbot.
It will be.
Or a pike.
Or pike.
Good night. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Well, it's really early in the morning. We heard the rattle reel go off. I watched it make about a full rotation or so. So we're gonna give it a check. All right. Take off our hole covers. It's been super nice this trip. Let's see if there's anything on here. We're in a river channel, so I suppose something could just hit it. Doesn't feel all that heavy, but
No.
I suppose it could take some line. I don't think this much line. We got. I think we're tangled up on something else.
Wait, there's a fish on.
No, that's.
No, there is.
There's a fish on, guys. You can see a live scope. I think.
Oh, it's a burbot. Let's go.
We got a bourbon. A barbet!
I'm like, that looks really fish-like.
Whoa! That was on this other one?
That was totally on the other one.
That is like...
Let's go.
What was that on, Al?
I was on the tulipi belly that RJ showed you a little earlier. And if you're watching this main vlog, you haven't seen that quite yet, but RJ made a burbot video. These things are super cool. Pretty cool. Look at them go. That fin is just pretty fun. First burbot for me. Alright guys, so one last look at the burbot before we send them back. Wow, kicks right off. It's kind of a fun looking fish. Sure. Okay guys.
Alright guys, fishing for walleye this morning with the jig and the minnow. And we catch this beauty. Oh wow, got this hooked up.
It's not a sturgeon.
Is it big?
No.
Nice. This is a good little morning we're having here
Tiny one.
on the rainy river.
But now back to this guy. I could just tell that something like didn't feel quite right when I was fighting him. And lo and behold, we get a beautiful sturgeon. They like to kind of curl up all funky like, but healthy release on them. Real sturdy fish, so awesome catch.
Let's see what RJ's up to at the end of the trip.
Just doing a little shack maintenance. We got blood and burbot juice everywhere from some rookie burbot handlers, so
He's not talking about me.
no,
It was not my first time catching a burbot.
definitely not.
Caught many of them. Know how to handle them. Pro tip, just from a guy. You can just lip them like largemouth. Like they don't have any teeth. Their gill plates are tough to get behind. They're very shiny.
Oh, you can just, for us experienced guys, you know, used to handling something.
Well, you
that
have
big
to
and
kinda, like-
slimy, you just kind of.